Get a $20 Hy-Vee gift card for every $100 you buy in select gift cards. Black Friday at Hy-Vee. How about the perfect gift for the fixer-upper in your life? Or the hard-to-buy-for sister-in-law? Or favorite nephew and gamer? The office grab bag and your kids' teachers. Plus, get great stocking stuffers. Get a $20 Hy-Vee gift card for every $100 you buy in select gift cards. One day only. Black Friday at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Wine and Crime contains graphic and explicit content which may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
New York City.
Ever heard of it? It's fucking hot here.
Yeah, what the fuck, you guys?
Don't love it.
It is really humid. I had to blow dry my bangs like 16 times.
She got upset in the dressing room. She goes, I let my bangs air dry for too long.
They're all fucked up. I had to use a straightener and a curling iron and 3 brushes. It's a mess.
Pray for her.
Literally no one has had to endure what I just endured with my bangs.
No one should have to go through this.
No.
In the arms of the angel.
For less than $1 a day, you too can provide dry shampoo to your blonde friends. Oh my God.
Wow, we did not rehearse that. That was natural.
It's improv, baby.
As natural as me not being able to open this bottle of water.
Your skin rejects it. Okay, well, should we fucking do this? You are listening to Wine and Crime, the podcast where 3 friends chug wine, chat true crime, and unleash their worst Minnesotan accents.
Yes! Crushed. Crushed.
Love it.
Take our job.
Muscle memory. All right, well,
Who are we?
Kenyon.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm Lucy.
And I'm Amanda.
And before we get to the very special Gals Pick topic tonight, we have a little bit of housekeeping we want to get through.
Boring.
I don't know, who should announce this?
Ew, I don't want to make Lucy do it.
Okay.
I guess I'll do it. Well, Wine Coven, buckle up because I'm having a spooky little baby. And yes, Corey is the father.
I was just going to say, I'm the father. I'm the father.
So you are literally the first people outside of friends and family to know.
Yeah.
And
this
thank
was the
God,
announcement.
Kenyon and I have been trying not to say it on recordings for a month.
Utter terror.
You don't know what we've been through.
I've been faking the wine for a while.
Yeah.
It's going to continue tonight.
That.
Yeah. And that'll be mine.
That'll do it.
I'm not breastfeeding anymore.
Because if I can get fucked up, these 2 are going to get fucked up.
And I pumped and dumped for Bill before I left, so he has plenty on reserve.
Yeah.
I should have saved that joke for tomorrow night when my brother-in-law, his brother is going to be in the audience.
Just reuse
Kat,
it.
I breastfeed your brother.
It's their king.
Yeah, I workshopped it. Yeah. That works. I'm keeping it in.
That worked. Keep it.
Great.
All right.
Everybody liked oat milk.
He does really. He's not a dairy guy.
No.
IBS.
Yeah.
I was at a coffee shop in Louisville recently, and some middle-aged dad walked in and ordered just like a coffee with milk, and the barista was like, dairy milk? And the guy was like, milk?
Yes.
Dairy milk.
Is that okay?
I'm pretty sure it was the first person to order something with regular milk at that coffee shop in months. They were like, I guess you can dust this off.
Ish. Like an old tome. Your milk, sir.
Nothing like dusty milk.
Thy bone seeketh the milk. I don't know, you guys. I'm really high. I love New York. I heart New York.
Okay, well, we have a very special Hog Gals Summer.
Hog Gal Summer.
Gals pick for you.
Hog Girl Summer forever.
We have selected the topic of something was off Broadway.
Off Broadway.
Get it? That was a Kenyan pun.
It was.
She chose the title of
I
tonight's
forced
show.
it. Lucy fought it up until yesterday.
I was actually very confused the other day.
But are we covering Broadway or off Broadway?
It's all fine, you guys.
I was so confused.
It's fine. We're
But I
gonna
got
make it.
there.
You got there.
I got there.
We got
babe.
there.
All right, but first, Amanda, what is our wine crime pairing?
For Broadway Crimes.
For off-Broadway crimes.
So I wanted to pair, obviously, with something that they have here at the bar so that y'all can continue to drink throughout the evening.
Please,
with
God.
our beautiful bartenders tonight. And I was like, what do you guys drink around here? It's like, what's cool? And they were like, you know what I think would be great for this is the Stickett Inn Cider.
Oh my God, I didn't get it till you said it out loud.
For real?
I know.
So if you don't get it, when a
Stick it
person
in.
and a person love each other very much, sometimes one of them has a penis, sometimes one has a vagina, sometimes they both have a vagina, sometimes they
There are
both
lots
have
of combinations.
penises. Sometimes it's just nucks.
Sometimes
That's
it's more
what
than
happened.
Sometimes
Just
it's more
nuts.
than two.
And then
Sometimes
you put
fewer
one
than
of the
two.
nucks inside of one of the other nucks, and then a baby comes out.
Yeah.
Guys, it's fucking
Now
crazy
I
down
know.
there. Anyway.
Do the diagram.
I see what I see what I did there.
So I was like, yeah, that name is really funny and amazing, and I love that, so I'm totally going to pair that. But then I went to their website, and I read a little blurb about the creators of the Stickett Inn Cider. And once I read the backstory, I was like, oh,
Definitely.
this is fucking perfect. So, real-life husbands Johnny Pizzolotto and Roswell Hamrick
Jesus.
co-founded the Stickett Inn and the concept for Stickett Inn Cider in 2012.
Stickett Inn Cider.
Really?
Are you serious?
Queen of puns. Queen of puns.
I got the first half.
It's not just me.
Bathtubs are made of teeth. Are you part of it?
I almost put the bathtubs thing on my new Threads profile, and
On
I
your
was too
LinkedIn.
embarrassed.
On your LinkedIn.
Available for work. Thinks bathtubs are made of teeth. So, Pizzolotto, an Illinois native, former thespian, and punk singer cum fashion publicist, and Hamrick, a South Carolinian Southern Belle who has worked as an art... one person, let's go!
You guys,
You know you're in
Roll Tide.
New York.
It's such
Ole
a-
Miss. Great. Oh my God, you flew up. Boy, are my
you.
arms tired.
Better get a bunch of merch to make it worth it, you know?
Yeah. I hope you brought an empty suitcase. We're not fucking around. That's what's up. Anyway, South Carolina Southern Belle, who has worked as an art director and production designer in film and television for over 20 years, reside between New York City and Sullivan County, New York. And they set out to make a cider that truly reflects life in upstate New York. Dry, hard, and beautiful.
Yeah.
Although it's not that dry. The snow y'all get in Buffalo ain't right.
It's very fucking humid this week.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is mildly tart, dry, and flavorful, and it has allegedly amassed a cult following that begs the question, why not Stickett Inn Cider?
With consent.
Right, of course.
Did
always
you get
with
it?
consent.
Did everyone get it?
Yeah, did you get my joke? Did you get my joke?
I can't open it. I'm going to break a nail.
Do it with 2 hands.
Okay.
Is everyone ready? Do you know what to do? We're gonna crack it open. Here we go. Nice crack. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Will you open my water?
All right.
Here we fucking go.
All right, old Prego, take it away. What's our background and maybe psych for Something Was Off Broadway?
I got no psych and I got no bones to shake.
Shake your own bones.
Oh, I'm shaking for 2.
Oh, ew.
I don't think it has bones.
Yeah, it's
Twice as many
sloshing
bones
around
as
in there.
usual.
It's got some bones.
It has bones.
Fucking sloshing around in there.
Maybe.
Nasty ass little fucking
Amanda
thing.
saw a recent ultrasound and there's a hand just coming
It's
out of the
going
dark
like
this. It's awesome.
I was like, what the fuck? Dude looks like the driving crooner. He's just in the womb like, I'm fucking losing my mind.
we don't know if it's a
Pregnant
dude or a
people.
dudette or anything in between, just so you know.
We have
don't
no
get
idea.
excited.
Don't get excited.
Okay, here we go. Broadway.
Broadway.
Ever heard of it?
It's the epicenter of Western theater. The word is synonymous with commercial stage performances, but the origins lie on the street that runs the length of Manhattan, and more specifically, the theater district on Broadway near Times Square.
Special
Which we're kind of
thanks.
close to, right?
Well, that's
Ish.
my segment.
Isn't this place in Times Square?
Close enough.
It's over there somewhere.
We're basically in Madison Square Garden.
We're basically in an Olive Garden.
Yum, though. So together with London's West End, Broadway represents the highest commercial level of live theater in the English-speaking world.
You don't see.
Wow.
My mom went to a Broadway show today. Where's my mom?
Raise your hand, Uncle Mel.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, wait. And where's my mom?
Oh.
Oh, no.
And where's Kenyon's mom?
Where's my mom? She's not here.
Just kidding, she's not here.
She's in Minnesota. But tomorrow is her birthday.
Yeah.
Be sure to text her.
Yeah.
She's turning 36 again. God bless her.
For the 30th time. Okay. Okay, so there are technically 41 specific theaters, each with at least 500 seats that are officially part of Broadway, although only 3 of them are located on Broadway itself. So, kind of a tease, honestly. The rest are on numbered cross streets between 41st and 54th Street and between 6th and 9th Avenues.
69.
Nice. And there are a few exceptions outside of these limits. But because we have Broadway theater and because we have Kenyon to make a wonderful pun for today's show, we also have off-Broadway.
Hack sack.
Sack.
Hey, buddy. It was actually a very moving performance.
Okay. Okay.
So off-Broadway theater usually refers to smaller theaters in New York, fewer than 100 seats, with smaller budgets and or avant-garde performances, obviously. Broadway shows generally have evening performances Tuesday through Saturday with a 7 or 8 p.m. curtain. The afternoon matinee performances are at 2 p.m. on Wednesdays and Saturdays and at 3 p.m. on Sundays.
Wow.
This makes for an 8-performance week.
booth.
On the schedule, most are dark on Mondays. The actors and the crew in these shows tend to regard Sunday evenings through Monday evenings as their weekend, and this is why the Tonys are usually held on a Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to it.
The Tony Sopranos.
Have you ever watched the Tonys?
No.
I've never watched the
I've
Tonys.
watched the Tonys.
Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah. I don't currently watch the
Yeah.
Tonys, but I had my time.
Okay. So one of the first theaters on Broadway was opened in 1750 by actors turned managers Thomas Keane and Walter Murray.
I thought these two scrambling up here were like some sort of macabre human centipede, but like attached at the butt. When it first opened, I was like, is that a Spider-Man?
You don't know what's under that cloak.
That's what the real Spider-Man looks like. This is a Spider-Man they don't want you to know about. Look at them. They're going ass to ass. Good for them. Happy Pride.
They're bumping.
I love them.
Stickett Inn Cider.
Stick it inside them.
I like the skinny guy, like in the middle, sort of on the left, with the little elf hat. That's just like, what the fuck is going on?
That man is unwell.
He's real skinny.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's not right. So Thomas Keane and Walter Murray opened this, and 1750, we don't have a lot of shit that old in this country. So for a little bit of context, in 1750, the global population was less than 800 million.
Whoa.
Make America great again.
Yes. The last time I said we need a new plague, we got a new plague, so...
I didn't say it. I just implied it.
Yeah. So this theater was called the Theater on Nassau Street. It held about 280 people, so like a quarter of the world at the time.
So like everyone back then?
And they performed Shakespeare plays and ballad operas. And a couple more theaters opened in the area, but everything soon shut down due to the Revolutionary War.
COVID-19.
They all had to bake sourdough bread, and then the war ended.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine they had to do the Revolutionary War by Zoom?
No one wore jeans.
No one wore jeans. It was really rough.
Just a little
Good
drummer
times.
boy on Zoom.
You're cutting out. Mute yourself.
Unmute yourself. You're still muted.
Show us the cat. So things picked back up again in 1789 when a 2,000-seat Park Theater was built, followed by the famous Bowery Theater in 1826. And the Astor Opera House in 1847.
That looks like my bank.
Yeah.
That is a TCF bank branch.
That is Grecian.
Yeah. Yikes.
So I do have a little mini case story for you because I was boring myself with these notes.
I love it.
So the Bowery's patrons, so the people who went to this theater.
Oh my God, look at that milkmaid.
I know, look at the little jig. I love it.
Oh, they're the worst.
So the Bowery's patrons were mostly regular folk and immigrants, which is important, while the Astor House, that's the Bowery, while the Astor House, Opera House, was intended to attract the, quote, Uppertons of New York society, which is a phrase meaning the wealthiest 10,000 New Yorkers, so it's like the 1%.
Boo, eat the rich. They should visit the Titanic. What? Too soon? Get over it. I am.
They signed the waiver.
They did sign a waiver.
They used a GameCube controller. It's fine.
Like, we brought more tech to this
Literally.
show than they had
Literally.
on that sub.
Literally.
Yeah. We have several buttons.
Yeah, we have more than one button.
So the Astor was built with assigned, upholstered seats instead of the benches that they had at the Bowery and other like older theaters. And they also had a fancy dress code.
Ooh.
So there were two different theaters, two very distinct classes. Meanwhile, there were two famous Shakespearean actors. Please stick with me. Oh, this was the Astor House. I'm fucking up this slideshow.
Wow,
aren't I?
it's gorgeous.
Look how gorgeous.
Oh.
Intricate, gorgeous.
Okay, so 2 famous Shakespearean actors. The first is American actor Edwin Forrest.
Okay, but he can get it.
I know.
That is the nose to go for, clitoris havers.
You love the nose.
Sure is.
That is the one.
Look at those burns. He
Like
also
Cinderella's slipper. You gotta see if it fits.
God.
Then you marry him.
I like the hair too.
Hear that, Bill's brother? He's not here. He's
not
be
even here.
So mad at me when I tell him all this.
Your mom's here though.
No, she doesn't care.
She won't tell. Suzanne ain't no snitch.
I've been saving myself. We've been waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is American actor, hot guy, Edwin Forrest, and English actor, Aaron Paul. Just kidding, it's not Aaron Paul, but it looks like Aaron Paul.
He does not look anything like Aaron Paul.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
You know what?
Mr. White.
I see it. I do see it. We gotta cook.
Magnus.
We gotta cook.
Whatever, I'm blind in one eye.
Holy
Maybe
shit,
he does.
I see it so much more now. It's like a crazy eye, one of those like
The
magic
dress
eye
is
puzzles.
blue and black. This is another optical illusion.
It really looks like more like Aaron Paul the more you look
Can
at it.
anyone else see Aaron Paul?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, not as many
Half
as I
the
would have
people-
liked.
Yeah,
Who
not-
can't see Aaron Paul? Thank you.
A lot of non-participants in the audience.
Yeah. Not voting is illegal.
This is a democracy. So this is English actor William McCready, Aaron Paul. In 1849, working class Americans were super anti-British because it was pretty
We
soon
still
after
are,
the
am I
Revolutionary War.
Someone's really against the British over here. Love that for you.
For what they did to Meghan. Fuck
True.
'em.
It's true.
Fuck them.
It's true. Fuck them all.
Also, when we went to Paris on vacation, Zach, the only thing that Zach asked about repeatedly and like monument that he was like desperate to see was where Diana's car crashed.
Did you find it?
Yeah, we eventually found
Is it marked like where JFK was
there's
shot
like
in Dallas?
a really ugly statue of like a candle in the wind.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Elton, no.
Yeah, but Zach asked about it like 10 times.
Yeah.
And I kept being like, I think it's over here. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I guess it's over here. Nope, never mind.
I'm on that page. I want to see where that went down.
Yeah.
Also, Zach's here.
Hi, Zach.
Oh, yeah, my husband's here.
I don't know. We'll just wave around. Oh, there he is. What a cute little guy. Such a sweet little man.
Just loves Princess
God
Di.
bless him.
Can't get enough.
All right, so 1849, soon after the War of 1812, as we all wear that. So working class Americans, aka the Bowery patrons, were very anti-British, while the Uppertons tended to maintain British cultural proclivities like the tea and the whatever the fuck.
The tea and the whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
these 2 famous actors who traveled all over the world performing were in a very public feud, which was majorly fueled by the press. It was very dramatic. It was Scandival.
It was a Scandival.
It was Scandival.
It was Britney Christina Aguilera.
It was Musk versus Zuckerberg. Zuck
yeah.
Musk versus Zuck.
Also, I want to point out that unlike a certain Sandoval, we did sell out the Gramercy Theater tonight.
Suck it.
And no white nail polish up here, asshole.
I don't super get it, but that's okay. Let's move on.
You're fine.
So this essentially boiled down to America versus England. Edwin Forrest, the American, had a very machismo strong, like hero stage presence, which American audiences love. And William McCready was like really English, and like people didn't really like him that much. So in fact, American audiences hated McCready so much that at an earlier performance in Cincinnati, patrons in the galley threw half a dead sheep onto the stage.
Nice.
So like, go home.
Don't do
Nice.
that tonight.
But we will accept your half-eaten McDonald's burgers.
Yes.
Yeah, the food has to be cooked.
Yep.
Before you throw it half-eaten on stage.
Yep.
So, okay. Yes. I was like, where did this come from?
So,
I did this a long time ago. Okay.
yesterday?
Yes, I was
pregnant.
tired. On May 10th, 1849, there was to be a performance of Hamlet at the Astor Opera House, starring Macready, Boo the British guy,
Okay, boo.
as Hamlet. The night before, a group of apparent Forrest fans, American,
Yeah.
had papered the city with handbills that read, "Working men, shall Americans or English rule in this city?"
Oh, wow. The
shots
propaganda
fired.
is thick.
It was quite dramatic, yeah.
We want you to say fuck you to the aristocratic opera house.
Yeah.
Throw shit on it.
Get
That's
that
American.
English guy out of here. How dare an English guy play an English character?
Danish.
Not in our backyard. So, the newspapers picked up on all this drama, and everyone knew that shit was gonna go down at the Astor Theater that night. So, by the time the play started, there were some 200 police officers inside the Astor Opera House, with another 75 stationed outside, which was cute because the crowds outside quickly swelled to more than 10,000.
You used to be able to really muster up a crowd.
Yeah. There's
Fucking
nothing like...
A-cab, am I right? They fucking knew. They knew.
So this is from the Smithsonian. Quote, "Tempers rose when it became clear that the house had been oversold, giving ushers the opportunity to weed out the riffraff and still fill the theater."
No way.
Yeah,
Dicks.
it was shady, yeah. Forrest supporters who had managed to get into the theater, so like Ariana supporters getting into one of Tom Sandoval's performances with signs.
To boo him.
I love
It's
this.
basically the same thing.
Okay.
So those who had managed to get in the theater found themselves cherry-picked for arrest during the first act of the play, while the crowd loudly cheering as they were dragged off one by one. So like, get them out of here.
Excuse me,
Wow.
how do you say, do you say flashlight or torch? Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
That's the barometer. That's it.
The prisoners who were put in some sort of holding space promptly set their holding cell on fire.
Yes.
One man was heard to yell, "I paid for a ticket and they wouldn't let me in because I hadn't kid gloves and a white vest. Damn 'em."
No.
I want that on a
Justice
t-shirt.
for white vests.
Seriously.
Because of the dress code.
Well, no, that's why they couldn't get in, because they didn't have a white vest.
yeah.
Because, okay, I said justice for.
But we don't want justice for white vests, because that's the rich
Justice
people.
She just
against.
likes white vests.
Yeah, justice against. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's crushing
No
this, you guys.
justice, no vests.
That works, actually. That works.
Nailed it.
No one's missing the point up here at all. Outside, the crowd
What do we
grabbed...
want? Not vests.
When do we want them? Whenever.
What do we want? What are kid gloves?
An explanation. When do we want it?
What do we
really
want?
soon,
Less
please.
clothes. When do we want it?
Can
In
you
the
just tell
1800s.
Outside, Outside, the crowd grabbed loose cobblestones from a nearby construction site.
No.
You can still do that today. What the fuck is going on with these
They
streets?
never finished construction on this thing.
No.
Still the same job.
Legend
Since
has it.
1849, they're still working on it.
They're almost there.
We'll get to it.
And they assaulted the theater, like the inside of the theater and the outside, with volleys of rocks, breaking windows, bursting water pipes, and darkening the street lights.
I love this.
A New York militia
Fucking
general.
eat the rich fucking thespian Poor thespian uprising. I fucking love it.
A militia general later said, quote, during a period of 35 years of military service, I have never seen a mob so violent as the one on that evening. I never before had occasion to give the order to fire.
Oh. I just wanted to see Kinky Boots and I got fucking shot in the neck.
Yeah.
I bought my ticket.
Look, I've got the gloves.
Jesus Christ.
The soldiers ended up firing into the crowd, and in the end, 18 men and women lay dead.
Holy
Most of
shit.
whom were just like bystanders. Like they were just kind of there for the show.
Yeah, they're just like
Not the
selling
show, but-
popcorn in the square.
Oh, no.
selling
Shit.
buttons. Dozens were injured and more than 100 people were arrested, and then 5 more people died of their wounds within the next few days, bringing the total number of casualties to 23.
One of the wounds was like an ingrown toenail, though, because it was
Probably,
1849.
yeah.
So
We're
like,
not sure if this one was COVID, but just mark the
there's
chart.
literally nothing they could have done.
Mark the chart.
She was succumbing to syphilis anyway.
She was moving anyway.
It was the most significant loss of civilian life in New York history since the Revolution and would remain the city's most violent incident until the 1863 draft riots, which was like 5 minutes later, when like 1,200 people died. But whatever.
Slight escalation there.
That's a lot of people.
But
That'll
the
be in
stakes
our-
were a lot higher. It was like
Yeah.
getting in to see Hamlet versus being drafted.
They didn't want
to
to get
wire.
in. They didn't want the actors. You know what? It's fine.
It's fine. Why are we nitpicking my understanding of this event?
I wash my hands of it.
Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, the second half of the 19th century was when Broadway really got its shit together finally and started hitting its stride. New York City was becoming wealthier, and the centrally located entertainment district was attracting the fashionable crowd. Theater was evolving too. The first musical was 5.5 hours long.
No, just like this show.
Before intermission.
And ran for 474 performances, which was at the time a record. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The number, size, and opulence of the Broadway theaters was growing along with the city's prosperity and power, literally, because in the 1890s, the area was lit up with glowing streetlights.
People.
But the lights made traveling along Broadway a lot safer and therefore even more prosperous because plays could run longer and later.
Oh, good. Longer than 5.5 hours.
Yes.
God, I was just gonna say 5.5 hours, not enough.
Thank God.
I need more.
The 1920s were, of course, roaring, and the number of
Rootin' and
theaters
tootin'.
quadrupled in just the preceding 2 decades to 80 theaters, which was an all-time high. The record season of 1927 through 28 saw 280 new productions. That's too many.
I don't know.
That's
Sounds
all
like
they
enough.
had back then. They literally
In
only
1
had
year?
going
Yeah.
to the theater. They had no other entertainment. They could like roll wooden
Yeah, think of how many
circles with a stick.
shows. Yeah, who's the guy with the ball? The president with the big ball that he.
The
rolled
president
around.
with the big ball.
William Henry Harrison. Yeah, fuck you guys. But he also died after like 9 days for not wearing a coat. But anyway, that was
what
the
the hell
caliber of
you're
entertainment. That was the caliber of entertainment. So I think of this as like 280 streaming shows that came
Yeah.
out in a year.
Right.
Like this was the go-to.
This was their Netflix.
280 movies.
Get a job and a life.
This is literally my job.
Not you, the people who are going to all these fucking plays.
Oh, okay. That was unclear.
Get a job.
Amanda,
I'm at work right now, actually.
shut the fuck up and get a job.
Fuck you. Get a job.
We're co-workers.
I'm at work right now.
She's really high. Okay. At the job.
I'm fired. Oh, no.
We did leave that part out of the employee handbook, though, that we have an employee handbook. Can you believe
Drugs
it?
were not mentioned.
No.
So
Our lawyer
sue
wrote
me.
it up when we were like, strike this paragraph and this.
And also this paragraph. Make that
do
one
have a
bold.
death clause,
the NDAs. Make that one bold.
So big stars and big dance routines were all the rage. The 1920s also sparked a new age of American playwrights when John O'Neill wrote plays such as Beyond the Horizon, Anna Christie, The Hairy Ape, Strange Interlude, and Morning Becomes Electra.
I'm just
hate
so
this.
glad that all of these works have really endured.
Withstood the
to
test of time. Yeah.
This
Yes.
day.
Yeah. These were all the Cats of their time.
Yeah.
They weren't, because Cats is a musical and it didn't come out until the 80s. Anyway, moving on. These shows really paved the way for more dramatic performances by writers such as Tennessee Williams and Arthur Miller.
Death
Someone
of a
thought
Who's,
that
you
was
what's it
funny.
now?
There was a little hiccup again with the Great Depression, but Broadway really bounced back, baby. Can't
Look
keep
at all
a
those
big
camel
dog down.
toes.
Yeah.
Camels on parade.
This looks like my maternity underwear.
Oh my God. It
Goes up to
totally
my
does.
chin.
They do.
It doubles as a swimsuit.
Incredible.
Oh my God. Okay. So the 40s and 50s were considered the golden age for Broadway when we got real musicals. Oklahoma.
Where the wind comes sweeping round the plain, where the wave and weep can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Whoa, Oklahoma every night, my honey lemon.
This is your job.
Sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky.
Way too sober for this.
Commit to the bit.
Always.
Always.
Oklahoma became a hit with 2,212 performances. That's a lot. That's a lot. People also loved their Nazi stories at this time, and in 1959, our hearts were blessed with the
It's
sound
true.
of music.
I would
true.
say anti-Nazi
Yeah, I would
stories.
also say anti-Nazi musical.
Well, they involved Nazis, and this was not the only one.
Feel important to specify nowadays.
Nazi stories.
Yep.
There were Nazis.
Well,
These
okay.
are a few of
The
my
presence
favorite
of
things.
Nazis does not constitute a Nazi story.
I feel like if Nazis are involved in any capacity, it constitutes a Nazi
No,
story.
don't give them that kind of
No.
power over the narrative.
Oh, for God's sakes. All
The
right.
Sound of Music
Words
is not
matter,
about Rolf.
Lucy.
The shows of the 50s through the 70s still make up the core of musical theater repertoire and also my Spotify suggestions that
Truth.
exist today. We have Guys and Dolls. We got My Fair Lady.
Oh my, she's screaming at me.
Yeah, it's the race scene.
Fair. That's what I assume she's saying.
My aunt died of diphtheria. Just kidding, she's over there.
She is. Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan. The Music Man.
76 trombones with the big parade.
That was half-hearted. It's fine.
West Side Story.
Oh, yeah. I want to be in America.
And a chorus line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah,
after
yeah, we
hit
know.
after hit.
The show about crotch and tits and ass.
But life catches up with us all, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
By the 1980s, only 40 of Broadway's theaters remained. Also, Times Square was a massive shit show, so nobody wanted to like hang out
No.
around
They just
here.
like a lot
Garden.
of like peep shows and like jerk-at theaters.
Yeah.
Luck.
Yeah.
Except those thrive, and yet the Times Square Margaritaville Resort is closing.
Yes.
Yeah,
babe.
We were going to stay there, but it was going to
Closed.
close before we arrived, so we were like, well, that's not
It closed
safe.
like last week.
Days
It's
ago.
up for auction. It might
Somebody buy it. Pool your resources. If you all work together to buy the now defunct Times Square Margaritaville, we will move Wine and Crime headquarters into your building.
We would.
So
we
get
actually
to
will.
work. Everybody get each other's insurance information. Swap numbers. Get on
Yeah.
WhatsApp. Start a group chat.
Liquidate your 401ks.
Yep. Get a
Just
Discord.
kidding. We're all millennials. We don't have those.
We don't have those.
We just wanted to float down a cactus-shaped lazy river,
Yeah.
for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Is it that much to ask?
We don't ask for much. We really don't.
Okay. So, yeah, there were too many streetlights on Broadway at this time. But also lots of off-Broadway shows opened up at this time, cleared the path for the avant-garde. A hero by the name of Joe Papp led the Save the Theaters campaign, a non-for-profit group supported by the Actors Equity Union to save the theaters buildings in the neighborhood from demolition by rich Manhattan developers Donald Trump.
Boo! Oh my God, fuck that guy.
They helped to introduce a bill to designate the Broadway and Times Square Theater District in the city of New York as a National Historic Site. And it ultimately didn't pass, but it still went a long way in preserving the district for now and for the future. So that is my background of Broadway.
Wow.
Well
really
done.
something else. Really something else.
I've seen 2 Broadway shows, but one of them was Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw the producers with Nathan Lane and what's his name?
That's good.
Nice.
That was a really good one.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've seen Wicked. We've seen Kinky Boots. We've seen Book of Mormon.
Oh, you bougie bitch.
We like to come down and see some shows, right, Mummy? We like to see some shows.
just a little matinee with your
Couple
mama.
little shows. Gotta go with your Mummy. See some shows.
All right. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes. Okay, y'all. Picture this. It's the holiday season, okay? You've been in the kitchen all day. Your double oven, full blast. Every burner is on, okay? You're sweating.
You're hosting. That's
You're
sweating
hosting.
enough.
You're running. You're sweating. You're in your, cute little holiday sweater that you had good intentions when you put on in the morning, but by noon, you want to die because it's so hot. Yeah. Okay. So think about that. But instead of, racing to reapply deodorant, you could be cool as a cucumber with Lumi. Lumi is a one-of-a-kind whole-body deodorant. It was created by an OBGYN who discovered odor isn't just an underarm thing. It's an all-over thing. So she developed pH-optimized deo that's clinically proven to control odor everywhere for up to 72 hours, even through the world's worst meat sweats. And new customers get $5 off Lumi's starter pack with our exclusive code GALS5, that's GALS 5, at LumiDeodorant.com, LumiDeodorant.com. Tell us more, Lucy.
Lumi is every once in a while you come across a genuinely new product. Mm-hmm. And Lumi's one of them because Amanda said,
I love her.
It's the all over. Mm-hmm. So going back to your cute little Thanksgiving outfit, maybe you have cute little black sheer tights. Maybe your thighs are getting a little bit slick. Mm-hmm. That's where I like to use the Lumi. The inner thighs. They also have travel packs for wipes.
Those are the best.
That's
the wipes
what I'm
alone.
talking about.
Yeah.
So this is a whole body deodorant. So it's for your pits, your under boobs, your thigh folds, the belly buttons, the butt cracks, the vulvas, the feet, anywhere. Lumi is baking soda free and paraben free, and it's pH balanced for safe use below the belt because I know where your head went.
Oh, listen. You had me at the vulva.
Lumi is clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. So 12 hours after a shower, the average person has an odor level of 6 out of 10. But with Lumi, the average odor level is a 0 out of 10, baby.
God bless. And Lumi's starter pack is absolutely perfect for new customers. I love it. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, a cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice. I would highly recommend the mini body wash and the deodorant wipes.
Yes.
Those wipes on an airplane, get out of here.
Travel appropriate.
Yep. And then you get free shipping on the starter pack. And like I mentioned at the top, as a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code GALS5 at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code GALS5. And treat your smell.
Try that.
And are we ready for my case? Nobody dies, but it does start and end with sexual violence.
Hey, Zach, will you bring me a shot?
Yeah, she needs it.
Do you want a shot?
No.
Okay, will you bring just me a shot? Jameson, please.
Why are all these people getting up? Oh,
What's
no.
happening?
Okay, I don't want all of these shots. Don't get any ideas. I ordered one.
No, they're just leaving.
Unless you're going to McDonald's and you're coming back with shots of burgers. I don't want it. I'm not throwing up today, Satan.
Okay, I guess nobody's ready for my case.
No, they're ready. They're ready. They just know they need a drink for your case.
No one's making it to the museum with me tomorrow morning. I can
Fuck,
tell
that
you
was
that.
never going to happen, honey.
I know.
It was never going to happen.
I'll go to the Natch Hiss Muse by myself.
Oh, my God. Stop calling it that.
Okay.
What do you want?
My case. Okay, that's what's happening. All right. What's going on?
Oh, you have all three ciders.
Yeah, I do.
Plug in.
Yes.
Okay. So, who here has read one of the best books of all time, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier? Yes?
Oh, wait, so this is actually a popular book, and that's not a joke.
That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Okay. Who here at least has seen the Lily James / Army Hammer movie version of Rebecca?
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Isn't that guy a cannibal?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Is that guy a cannibal?
which, like, speaking of something was off, check out this still from the Army Hammer movie trailer.
Oh my God.
Look at, this was a promotional material.
Look at his eye.
Look at him. That wasn't
His lips are
red enough
gray.
flag for us as a society.
His eyes are connected at the center. They are so close together.
He is trying to eat Lily James, and she is over it.
His eyes make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
He's handsome in the light of day.
I don't know.
But he's evil. Anyway,
Something was off.
something was off. Be as kinky as you want, just get consent. That's all I'm saying. All right, so du Maurier's classic 1938 novel, Rebecca, has been adapted off the page many times, often with great success. Alfred Hitchcock, ever heard of him? Yes. A Daphne du Maurier stan, because she also wrote The Birds. I don't know if you know that. She's amazing. We'll get to it. Made the movie in 1940. So this is Alfred Hitchcock's version.
Look at her eyebrows. She looks like you.
Oh my God.
You can do that eyebrow.
Okay. So, it's also this version, this Hitchcock movie that stars Judith Anderson as the character Mrs. Danvers, who's the lady in black.
Yes,
And-
it is.
And is credited with having, quote, the face that launched 1,000 drag acts.
Oh my God.
Apparently, there were a lot of Mrs. Danverses in the 1940s.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's also like a strong lesbian subtext. It's so great.
It's so confusing why her hands are in those shoes. I need context for this scene. I'm really struggling.
I don't have it. I'm so sorry.
They're so warm. Ugh. That's what her face is saying.
Okay, so there's so much to say about this amazing book, and even more to dig into about its author, Daphne du Maurier, who was deaf, queer, and probs soups trans, but like before that was allowed.
Wow. We love a queer icon.
Abso-fucking-lutely. But tonight we're going to be focused on attempts to adapt Rebecca for the stage.
That always goes well.
Emphasis on attempts.
I noticed the plural.
Yes. Yes. Uh-oh. So in 2006, a musical based on the novel premiered at the
I almost wore that outfit.
Look at that ass.
That is literally my ass.
You do need a top hat.
I do.
Yeah. So this musical premiered in fucking, can't pronounce it, Vienna, and received critical praise. Kind of a weird spot to premiere the musical of Rebecca, but sure, whatever.
I think it's pronounced Bruchenwein. By the way.
Rebecca?
Bruchenwein.
All right. Wein and crime.
Weinercrime.
Oh my God, we should start a German offshoot. Wein and crime.
I'd just say Ich habe eine Klaubfuß over and over again.
Klaubfuß.
And then read like the one thing I think might sort of sound right off of your notes.
I'll take it. Yeah, whatever.
Umlaut.
I love an umlaut.
Guten Tag und wie geht's? Okay, German was required in our elementary school.
Yeah.
Not mine.
We didn't learn a lot.
We took Espanol.
So then, in 2008, it's announced that an English language version of the musical, and I love how the book is in English, but the first musical is in German, and now the musical has to be translated back into English. It's fine. Will be opening...
That always goes well.
Snip, snap. Will be opening on Broadway in 2010. Yay!
Yay! Thank God.
The producers attached to the project are Ben Sprecher and Louise Forlenza. It's okay to not like
the face
Ben.
that launched 1,000 drag acts.
She looks like I made my first fortune selling leggings and nail stickers, and now I'm going to Broadway.
The
In
world
my
is
spare
my
time,
oyster.
As a
I put
loving wife and
raisins in
mother.
my potato salad because I hate humanity.
Okay. Sprecher and Forlenza, who we will talk a lot more about later,
Thank God.
were mainly off-Broadway producers who saw Rebecca as their chance to break it into the big leagues. They'd recently revived a different play for Broadway that starred motherfucking Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Also Cedric the Entertainer, who I forgot to get a photo of, and John Leguizamo.
I was putting this slideshow together and just dropping in the photos without knowing any context.
And Lucy was like, make sure they're in the right order. Vienna, Haley Joel Osment, John Leguizamo.
Yeah. It'll make sense later. No, it didn't.
Yeah. Okay, so now the producers are ready for another show, and Rebecca's it. Okay, this is their ticket. But producing a musical on Broadway isn't easy, and pretty much right away, they were hit with delays. They don't nail down the casting until 2011, so we're already 1 year behind the projected start date. Oops.
Yeah.
Now it is announced that the show will open on Broadway on April 22nd, 2012. But in January 2012, we hit our first real snag.
Aside from being 2 years late already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't even hit the first real snag yet. 2 weeks before rehearsals were slated to start, producer Ben Sprecher announces that the opening is postponed again and, quote, they hope to start at the end of the 2012-2013 season.
Sounding a lot like the Titanic excursions on the Titan II.
It all circles back.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it.
Sprecher claims that this is due to a, quote, very negative economic climate. But wait, hallelujah. A couple months later, in March, Sprecher posts on Facebook
That's never good.
saying that, quote, the final missing piece of investment is now in place and the show will be ready for previews in October.
Huzzah!
There's a lot of red flags happening in this already.
Rebecca lives!
We literally have not even gotten to the first red flag. This is, oh my God, it's all prologue.
Wait, we haven't gotten to the first
No.
red flag. Oh,
All prologue, baby. Okay.
Oh, no.
Next, okay.
Oh,
So
no.
it's announced on Twitter that tickets will be for sale starting May 26th. And at this point, I was curious.
6 likes. And the 6th was you.
Okay. Literally at this point, I was curious as to how many people were just waiting on the edge of their seats, pining for Rebecca the musical.
Well, 5 plus.
Yeah, in English, adapted from German back to English. Where are these updates? 6 likes.
But the heart is filled, so that means you're the 6th. Because we know you went to Twitter.
Absolutely.
And took the. And the reply is also blue, which.
Not me.
Really?
I don't, maybe. Maybe.
Babe, I think you're fine.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I really think that means you're fine.
Shit.
Read more. Oh my God.
When, though?
What did I say?
Well, I don't know. I don't have my phone. I'll
right.
check Twitter right now.
Okay.
Here's my phone.
Thank God. Open Twitter. Rebecca
Next.
the musical.
Next photo, please, in the slide. Thank you. But by September, rehearsals are again delayed for weeks. This time, the producers say it is due to the death of a key investor, Paul Abrams, who was
really wanted to go see the Titanic.
Oh, no. That wasn't even me that time.
It was me.
who was allegedly responsible for $4.5 million of funding and was the last piece of investment that they needed. Also, can we just fucking talk about how hideous this fucking
It's so
logo
bad. It
is?
looks like a romance novel
Yes,
cover.
it
like
does.
a self-published.
Like a Fabio.
Yes.
Like, where's the
background.
stallion?
Right. There should be a horse and a benippled man.
It's bad.
A benippled, long-haired man. Basically, my
Bill.
fucking future husband should be out there. His hair is so long,
hair
you
is
guys,
so
that I had to
long.
order longer extensions because his hair is going to be down at the wedding. And I was like, no, you
Yeah,
can't.
his hair is going to be longer than yours at the wedding.
No, we get in hair wars in my house. All the drains are clogged. Send help. It's so
You got a
bad.
hairy household.
Oh no, I'm
Okay,
locked out.
so for those keeping track, not these fucking two.
we're on Rebecca
looking
the
at
Musical
Twitter.
Twitter looking for your
Let's
tweet.
save it. Let's save it.
I'm gonna find
It's
it.
delayed again because the key investor who was supposed to bring $4.5 million dies, okay? And that guy's name is Paul Abrams. Keep
Bummer.
up. So if you're wondering why they needed so much investment in the show, well, here's your answer. Photo. Thank you.
God.
What a set. Fire
They
stairs?
built a flaming staircase.
Fuck yeah.
I'm into it.
This is some Spider-Man turn off the dark shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, like the drama with that. I feel like these are really similar.
Maybe.
It's like they're flying a little too close to the
Yeah.
sun, and it's not gonna work out the way you think it's gonna work out,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
So they built
This sounds like Fire Island.
this actual
Fire
staircase
Fest,
with
not Fire
actual
Island.
flames
Fire
inside a building with people and fire codes. Oh my God. So
Wait, what if we have a fire show? Are you doing a surprise fire show?
but now it's canceled.
Oh, because I predicted it,
You
so I
ruined
ruined it.
it.
Okay, you're right.
Cancel the pyrotechnics.
The fire show.
Cancel the pyrotechnics.
Pyrotechnics. Okay,
I'm outta here.
so the cast is still paid during this delay, and rehearsals are finally slated to begin on October 1st. A cast member later said, quote, "It's been excruciating not knowing if we were going to work, and there must have been a collective sigh of relief all over town today when we received word."
Yeah,
Okay, how many New Yorkers here were so relieved on October or whenever this tweet dropped?
2012, when rehearsals began for
Do you remember
Rebecca.
where you were when this tweet dropped?
I'm going back to the tweet.
So, then...
May. I'm almost there.
Yes.
You had to scroll so far.
I got you.
Okay. On September 30th,
My birthday!
2012,
Oh my God, thank you.
the plot thickens. The day before rehearsals were to begin, producers announced that Rebecca has been postponed indefinitely.
Temporarily closed forever, just like Rolf's, the 24-hour Christmas bar. The year-round Christmas bar. I love Rolf's.
This
It's here.
setback...
It's in your city. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. I went there once 6 years ago.
This setback is blamed on a, quote, malicious email filled with lies and innuendo
But her email.
that scared off angel investors. At the same time, the New York Times reports that Paul Abrams, that investor with the $4.5 million who suddenly croaked,
Oh, bye.
oh yeah, he never existed.
Woo! Shyamalan twist. Haley Joel Osment.
He was dead the whole time.
Oh, fuck! It goes so deep, Kenyon.
It all circles back.
Holy shit, she gets me every time. Every goddamn time.
In hindsight, it was pretty clear that something was off about the Paul Abrams story from the very beginning.
You just said something was off, Crimes.
For a start, no one in Broadway had ever fucking heard of him.
Ever heard of him? No, actually.
No.
Could you please
Paul
tell me who this man is?
His donation of $4.5 million was 10 times the amount that people usually give to a show.
Show off.
And accounted for more than a quarter of Rebecca's total budget. Also, Sprecher and Forlenza, the producers, had never met him. Probably because he doesn't exist.
Because he wasn't real.
That's a quality you want in
I'm
someone who's giving you
shook.
$4.5 million.
I cannot believe
This
this
is
was
only
your
the
twist.
first twist.
Oh my God.
Instead, all communication went through a representative for his estate who only gave them one name, Wexler,
Stop.
and refused to speak to anyone on the phone, and whose email address was only 1 month old. No further questions. Give me my money.
At yahoo.com.
And he had a one Facebook friend.
Oh my God, I will give $6,000 to the next 10 people who retweet. Okay.
You retweeted.
No, never mind. It's fine. Okay. And maybe the biggest red flag, or at least my favorite one, was that they claimed that he died of malaria
in 2012.
In 2012 in Britain.
They don't even have mosquitoes. Wait, but do they? Because
No.
it seems like they wouldn't have that.
I don't think they do.
Okay, I mean, I said it as a joke, but I also
think they
feel
do.
like I might be right.
These soups don't have malaria.
Somebody Google.
Don't bring her any more alcohol.
No more of these.
No, it's done. I only did. This is the best night of my life.
Google it.
Also, there
I'm just Googling Britain malaria ? That's
I
your
already
text.
Googled it, and 6 people died of malaria in Britain between
Doesn't count.
2006 and 2012.
Doesn't count.
And Paul
6
Abrams
people.
was not one of them because he does not exist.
Of course she Googled
I love
it.
you so much.
I had to Google it.
Where's your map? Where's your map of every malaria death in Britain between 2006 and
shoot.
2012?
Damn it. I'm going to need to have extra maps tomorrow night to make up for
and
it.
a map, let me tell you.
Love a map. Okay, so also there were no obituaries or death announcements about him in any paper anywhere because he didn't fucking exist.
He gone.
So clearly this Paul Abrams investor nonsense was a scam that fooled the producers, and they're still at this point not sure who perpetrated it or why. On October 3rd, what should have been day 3 of rehearsals, Sprecher and Forlenza brought the cast together to talk about the future of the show.
Day 3 is an important day.
Yeah, that's Sprecher.
That man ain't right.
Well, that's on his face. I thought there was something on my computer
She's
screen.
been rubbing her screen over his mouth.
Something
He didn't
ain't
have
right.
that on the other picture.
Something is off about this man, and we will get to it.
What is on his lip, though?
It wasn't on the other photo.
Is that a wart?
It's chocolate.
I'm not playing that game. I've lost too many times. Just assume it's never chocolate, okay, guys?
At this point, the cast still likes the producers, and they even call this guy, quote, an ethical...
Don't point at me!
This guy, that guy, an ethical man, someone I would be honored to work with.
No.
Remember that for later. So they're disappointed, but no hard feelings. Okay. Then the New York Times drops a bombshell. They've gotten to the bottom of the Paul Abrams scam mystery. It was all made up by a Long Island businessman named Mark C. Houghton.
Who looks like fucking Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
But uglier.
This man is about to present the Dennis system in detail. D, you're a fucking idiot. I cannot.
This was the best photo of him.
Yes.
Probably not. Yes?
I honestly, there was another one that was funnier because it was more unflattering, but it was kind of blurry. So I was like, fuck, I got to do this one. Okay. All right. Houghton was hired by Sprecher and Forlenza to help get more investors for Rebecca. But in reality, he was scamming the producers into paying him finder's fees and other expenses to secure investors that he just fucking made the fuck up.
Oh my God.
And then had to kill off because he couldn't produce the money.
He's a catfish.
Yeah, he catfished these producers.
He's Wexler.
He's Wexler.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Yeah. Houghton got a $60,000 finder's fee, which
Towel
is...
hat blind, $69,000 finder's fee.
Yeah.
Stare.
I don't know, stare.
Probably stare. And another $18,000 for an African safari trip to meet with the elusive Paul Abrams, who was, quote, from South Africa. Here he is. Here's the one known photo of Paul Abrams.
Okay, but want that belt. Want it, need it, gonna have to buy it.
Yeah. So here's the guy who lived in Britain but died of malaria, which you actually can't catch in South Africa, you fucking racist moron.
Wow. I love him.
Yeah. So Houghton is arrested and sentenced to almost 3 years in prison for defrauding the Rebecca producers. Also, he did a bunch of other sketchy financial shit, of course. Outside of the courthouse, Houghton's lawyer says that there is a lot more to know about this case, saying, quote, there is a chapter yet to be written in this saga. When it will be written, you will know.
Whoa, okay, guy.
At
Fucking
a threat podcast
chill.
live taping in 2023.
Wait, did they? Oh, no,
We're
that's
about to.
us right
That's
now.
us right
Okay,
now.
okay, got it.
That
Got it.
we're working right now, though.
They're at work.
I'm at work. You can't fire me. It's not how it works, Elon Musk.
Oh my God. And Sprecher and Forlenza sue Houghton for $100 million
that's all?
in damages.
That's all.
Well, they had a flaming staircase to cover.
That was so much. The insurance.
Yeah. Houghton's defense tries to paint their client as a, quote, devout husband and father who, quote,
No, don't.
once gave blood to save a young girl's life.
Haven't we all?
With consent? Like, did you just like bleed on a little girl on the street who was like twisted her ankle, and you were like, "You're healed. Here, take it."
It was a direct transfer.
I'm not using it. Take it.
And, quote, recently earned 2 Bible study certificates in prison.
No.
In prison.
No.
That was his defense.
They're just handing them out.
Houghton was eventually ordered to pay $5.75 million in restitution and forfeited property to the feds.
And he tried to pay in Shroot bucks, apparently, with Christian prison certificates. No.
Okay, we're still on red flag number 1.
What?
I gotta pee.
I gotta go.
No.
Babe, go.
But Sprecher and
You're paying for
Forlenza
2.
still haven't given up
like a
hope of
balloon.
making Rebecca the musical happen. They still think they can salvage it. But before that can happen, even more treachery comes from inside the house.
If the call is coming from inside the house. No.
Remember those malicious emails filled with lies and innuendo from back in September?
butter emails.
Oh, I remember.
Well, yeah. Well, now we know where they came from. Not Houghton. It was actually a different employee of Sprecher and Forlenza's, the show's publicist, Mark Thibodeau.
Oh!
His neck.
His neck,
no.
lick his neck, and his neck.
He's all neck.
He has an
Oops, all neck.
amazing just smelled a fart face.
He really.
His shirt just has shoulder pads. He's just one long neck all the way up.
Ew!
Like an earthworm.
Ew, he's an earthworm with a little slot. Shoulder pads.
So
I
according
hate him.
Prove me wrong.
According to a complaint filed in the New York State Supreme Court, it's alleged that Mark Thibodeau sent anonymous, quote, disturbing and malicious emails to potential angel investors, alerting them to all the fraud shit going down, claiming, quote, walls are about to cave in on Mr. Sprecher, basically calling the show a hot mess and warning them to stay away from the doomed production. Just to reiterate, bit awkward since he's the publicist. No spin detected. So
How the fuck do you find these cases?
Sprecher and Forlenza allege that this was sabotage and breach of contract. Thibodeau claims that he was a whistleblower who got suspicious after he was tasked with writing the press release about Paul Abrams' supposed death. And then he was like writing this press release and was like, wait, what the fuck? This guy does not exist.
Of course he's a whistleblower. He's a flute.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's not the blower, he's just the whistle. This man is all whistle. I bet when he talks, it sounds like a whistle.
Okay. So the motions start flying. Everybody's suing each other, countersuing, blah, blah, blah.
Fuck.
Sprecher said of Thibodeau, quote, that is the guy I really want to get.
Fuck this guy.
What he did was unspeakable.
What he did.
What he did. So keep
Yeah.
that in mind, that Sprecher thinks that what
He
this
tattled
guy
on
did
us.
was unspeakable.
He tattled on me.
The New York Supreme Court rules in favor of the producers, and Sprecher says that they are now all set for a 2016 opening. It's happening.
Finally.
No, that is not
That's real. That's
Finally.
When your actual real sign on Broadway looks badly photoshopped,
real. Yeah.
take a step back, evaluate your life. Look at what you've done.
Maybe take the $60,000 finder's
Take it
fee,
down.
put it into some graphic design.
Yep. Yep. Pay your artists.
Okay, so is slated for 2016, except it doesn't happen because
So at this point, it's 6 years late.
yeah, 6 years late and never happened.
We're
Because
going to play
Sprecher-
this musical at Trump's inauguration, you guys. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone in the world is going to come, sold out house. It's going to be shocking.
Sprecher and Forlenza never could get the money together from investors that, actually exist, and they were awarded much less money in their civil lawsuits against Houghton and Thibodeau than they'd sought. Again, they sought $100 million from Houghton.
That's insane.
They got 6. And they sought they sought 10.6 million from Thibodeau, and they got $90K.
Nice.
Start high.
Nailed it.
I mean, I'll take it, but
I would gladly take it.
also this is how the judge's judgment in the case begins, and this is such like a perfect judge who knows nothing about theater. Quote, this case arises from an unsuccessful effort to produce a Broadway musical about a ghost. We all caught up?
No
All right, great.
way is that a quote.
From the actual case
Judgment.
judgment.
Oh my.
It's the first line.
That's the opening of the judgment.
This case rises from an unsuccessful effort to produce a Broadway
production
musical
about a ghost. About a ghost.
Yeah.
The judge is like, this is all I have to say about this.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This case arises from an unsuccessful effort to produce a Broadway musical about a ghost. I will never recover from
It
that.
worked for Phantom of the Opera. Was he a ghost?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, though. But no.
I don't know.
He's a phantom.
Drunk me said yes. Real me said, oh,
Yes,
Amanda, no.
no.
That man is real.
Okay, so then their rights to the English language show expire, and it was curtains for Rebecca.
Stop. She didn't.
And now I just don't know how to segue into child sexual abuse material, but here we go.
What is wrong with you tonight? Quick anecdote.
What? I am way too high for this.
The whole time I'm out here rooting.
The whole time.
The whole time I'm out here rooting for Ben Sprecher like he's the hero of NBC's Smash.
Oh, God.
And he's just out here chasing his
Jennifer
Broadway dreams.
Yes.
No.
Did you
Is
guys
that
not?
Deborah Messing?
Deborah Messing.
Is that Angelica Houston?
I said that first. I said that first.
Is that Harry Potter? No, it's
Is that
not.
Tobey Maguire?
You guys. Oh, no. Peacock wasn't a thing at this point, so I didn't know this existed.
Oh, it's so good. Zach and I have very fond memories of watching this show.
Zach, did you watch all of these?
We had special.
Did he just yell, oh yeah, from the audience?
Oh yeah. We used to have Smash nights where we watched Smash
you
and
did
Smash.
You smashed to smash. You had sex to Angelica Houston's face?
Many times.
Oh my God.
I want my marriage to be just like your marriage. I want Smash nights.
Yeah. We should have had smashed potatoes, but we didn't.
Smash burgers.
Oh, smash
You should have invited me.
Damn it.
We're all coming to the next Smash night, whether you like it or not, Zach.
Okay, so.
We'll critique your form.
Okay, so.
I'm sure it's fine. He works out. He goes to the gym like every day. His form is probably fine.
Okay, so as it turns out, there are no heroes in this story, literally only villains, much like the story of Rebecca itself. And
No.
in 2019,
No. Roll Tide, Ole Miss, BU.
off-Broadway producer Ben Sprecher was arrested for downloading child sexual abuse materials.
There it is.
I want to make it very clear. My sister went to Boston College, not Boston University. Not that it makes that much of a difference, but I just want to make it very clear.
His stash included over 100 videos and photos. I'm not even gonna, whatever. It's horrible. I found it interesting that his neighbors remembered this fact about him. They told reporters that he'd never really talked to anyone in his Morningside Heights neighborhood, but then all of a sudden in 2018, he started knocking on doors asking people to sign a petition to get high-speed internet in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Ew, so that's like his way of canvassing houses?
No, he wanted internet to download material.
He wanted
Oh no,
faster
I didn't get
internet.
it. Now I get it, and that's the worst.
You
I
got
knew
there.
it had to do with the bad stuff, but I thought it meant he was like going to see if there were like kids in the neighborhood.
No,
But this is
He
no,
really-
it's all bad.
He
It's all
really
bad.
It's all
cared
bad.
about download speeds.
Yeah.
So Sprecher was...
Wait, our editor is also weird about our download speeds.
We're fine. We're safe.
It's okay. It's because we're uploading and downloading videos of ourselves.
So Sprecher was banned
Which
from
is
using the
also
internet
abuse.
after his arrest. His public defender lawyer, unclear why he didn't shell out for his own lawyer because he had the money, I don't know, tried to claim that he needed at least email for work, but the judge said, quote, "He doesn't seem to be doing too much these days anyway," and denied the request.
This judge
I like this
is my
judge.
king and my kink.
Sprecher eventually pled guilty to the charges, will have to register as a sex offender, pay a $5,000 fine.
What? That wouldn't even cover the venue for my wedding.
Yeah, no, nothing.
He
It's
can
nothing.
rustle that up. He'll just invent someone else.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And serve
An angel
probation. He avoided prison
Boo.
time because of COVID-19 and blah, 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 and because he's receiving ongoing treatment for mental illness.
Yeah, we knew, bud.
Allusions were made to the Rebecca scandals in court, saying Sprecher, quote, obviously went through a very traumatic professional experience that led to a spiral of depression and compulsive self-destructive behavior.
I got fired, so I really had to download CSAM.
Yeah. Also,
Right? It's that fucking stupid,
Yeah.
you guys.
I want to note that Sprecher got a much lighter sentence for literally abusing hundreds of children online
Because of his swimming scores?
than Mark Houghton, who just made up a funny story about a rich guy to dupe other rich guys out of their money.
Yeah.
One guy got 3 years in prison. One guy got a $5,000
A
fine.
slap on the wrist.
Boo. Get it? Be you. Boo. Boo this guy. Boo.
Boo. That
And
was
since
really
that's
good.
a really
Thank you.
fucking weird note to end on, here's a palate cleanser of queer icon Daphne du Maurier with a majestic dog that I can only assume was named like Patches or Rags or something.
Rags to riches scraps.
Look at this person.
I love this dog.
Amazing. They are so perfect. And that is my
Gorgeous.
case.
Good job.
Thank you.
She is the goddess. She is the queen. She finds the weirdest fucking shit on the internet.
Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches. A little bit of mayo, maybe a little smear of cranberry sauce. Does sound very good, but there is a better way to break your bad habits than going cold turkey. And we're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your weirdo neighbor or the father-in-law at your Thanksgiving table.
No.
We're talking about our sponsor, Fume. And they look at the problem in a different way. So not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from the habit?
Yep. Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. So you get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting.
I love that.
It really does have an incredible hand feel. I am obsessed with her. Gives your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. I also just love the flavors that are available, you could switch it up seasonally. We're entering into the fall. You know what? We're not entering it. We're in it. Mm-hmm. So I'm super into the white cranberry, the maple pepper. But if you want to revisit those warmer months, they've got sparkling grapefruit. They've got raspberry lemon. They've got orange vanilla.
Hello.
They have so many incredible flavors for you to choose from. And like I said, it's like a fidget spinner that also occupies your mouth. I mean, it's the most amazing little thing. And this cute little device is so easy to just put in your pocket. I'm obsessed with it.
I love it. So stopping is something we all put off because it is hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there is no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code GALS to save 10% when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code GALS, GALS, to save an additional 10% off your order today.
I have questions, I have concerns, and are you ready for my case? It won't top that. It never does. So as I was singing backstage, manage your expectations. So I was once an aspiring thespian with distant dreams of a Broadway stage. Literally every single one of these except where I'm in the green okay, let me talk to you about the green outfit.
Smelled awful.
Describe the fit.
Yes, but, okay, green outfit. All of these pictures are of me as Weezer Boudreaux in Steel Magnolias, except for the green outfit where I played the customer before my talent was truly acknowledged and appreciated in Little Shop of Horrors. My favorite musical of all time. I was an understudy to a doo-wop girl, but it should have been me, bitches.
I will back you up. Your talent was not appreciated in high school, and you were one of the absolute best performers in that goddamn school.
You also really got screwed on the role of Frenchie.
Yeah,
okay, but I was very young.
Frenchie.
That was my first show. It doesn't matter. We're not going to rehash all this till later.
There was drama.
When it's just us.
We won't.
And then we can name names.
We talk about it all night at the bar.
And then we'll text those motherfuckers.
In this green outfit, that was a matinee for a Wednesday matinee for a school group for Little Shop of Horrors. And my dresser put my wig on backwards. And it was only show that was professionally photographed and recorded.
You can't tell. It actually looks great.
Backwards wig. Anyway, I used to have distant dreams of Broadway. Clearly, that didn't work out.
Close.
We're not that far. This is about as close as I'm going to get to Broadway, and I am going to make it count. Gonna make it count. Back in my theater days, we made up tales of ghosts, though our Minnetonka Art Center had been built about 20 minutes before I started school there.
Yeah, it was brand new, and we're like, the ghost of the blah, blah, blah.
Ghost of the basement that they just built 8 seconds ago. So we were definitely reaching, but
also the best bathrooms to go poop in.
Truly, the theater bathrooms were the places to shit.
Yep.
But we kept the popular traditions like never uttering the name Macbeth backstage before our performance. You don't do that. But with the lack of hauntings in my youth, I thought I would take this opportunity to dive into some histrionic hauntings and talk about some favorite Broadway ghosts and ghouls. Taking a little page out of the And That's Why We Drink playbook.
Absolutely.
Hello, M. My platonic soul husband, I channel you at all times.
Yes.
So this is not Broadway per se, but it is worth mentioning that tales of theater ghosts have been around since theater itself. Interest in the phenomenon was also peaked and kind of like revived in 2014 when video footage dropped out of the UK allegedly showing chairs and a table being moved by nothing more than the Brookside Theatre ghost at the Brookside Theatre in Romford, UK. And this is only a camera angle that was on the chairs, but I do have a video. And if you look at like the center of the screen, like third row back from this center, you'll see that a chair is going to move very short. There it goes. You can play it again.
Yep.
So if you missed it, look like third row back, third chair in. Or second chair. I don't know. Whatever the chair
I'm gonna play it one
is.
more time. Ready?
Yeah. It's actually fucking buck.
Here we go.
There it is! Fucking weird, right? Anyway, we never come back to that. There's no resolution to that. It was just a really cool video, and I included it, and that's the only cool video you will see tonight. You're welcome. So let's come back to New York City, okay? So one of the most haunted theaters on Broadway is the New Amsterdam.
Cute. Ooh, I like
Ever
that.
heard of it? At least 20 people have.
It looks like a Fabergé egg.
It does. Over the years, guests and thespians alike have reported knocking sounds which indicate a poltergeist, since poltergeist literally translates to knocking ghosts.
No, poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Hey,
knocking
is that German?
ghost.
You have another German word.
Probably. Poltergeist.
Wow.
Nailed it. So this
It's
ghost
probably
will
not
also
German.
open doors, they'll open cabinets, mysterious colored mists will appear.
I love a
orbs,
colored mist.
moving furniture and objects, whispers of a fucking voice. No, thank you.
Yep.
No. And, you know, ghostly manifestations. That's your run-of-the-mill shit. The source of these mysterious occurrences, well, folks say the theater is haunted by former Ziegfeld Follies chorus girl, Olive Thomas.
Oh, she's cute.
Real
She's
cute.
gorgeous.
She's really pixelated
Real
to all of
pixelated,
you,
real cute.
but she's really cute.
We'll get to a different photo of her, but it's fine. So she is not a shy ghost. In fact, she has been seen documented so many times that photos of her ghostly form are placed all around the theater for staff and crew to greet her on their way into work at the theater.
She loves an audience.
She loves the audience.
She's a performer.
She's the Amanda of ghosts.
Yeah.
You thought you forgot about me, bitch? My name is Olive, and I am alive in
Better
this
believe
theater.
she'll be a mist.
Oh, I will be more than a mist.
Blue mist.
You will smell this fart. So their belief was that by welcoming and acknowledging her presence, even honoring her, they kept some of her shenanigans at bay. So she'd be like good and not naughty.
That is how we deal with you.
Yep, exactly. Give her one treat.
Yeah.
And then she'll be good for like 3 hours.
Just have to acknowledge her.
Acknowledge her presence. So how did Olive come to spend eternity within the walls of the New Amsterdam? Well, according to Playbill, Olive was a chorus girl with the popular Ziegfeld Follies in 1915, 2 years before Helen.
Oh my God.
When the global population was
8 million people, which had an evening show on the main stage of the New Amsterdam, followed by a more intimate late-night show called Midnight Frolics.
Oh my God.
That took place on the top floor. So there was like a rooftop theater situation. Very
Risque.
brunch, very bougie, very delicious. So she had a good thing going. After not quite making it in Hollywood, despite some silent film roles, she married a well-known philanderer. Philanderer.
Not a philanthropist.
The opposite.
well-known
Philanderer. I am
named Wexler.
very drunk. Named Jack Pickford, who was the brother of Mary Pickford, who was like a very popular silent film actress at the time.
Okay.
Jack went on a business trip to Paris in 1920.
Yeah.
And while there, mysteriously contracted syphilis.
Is he sure? Is he sure it's not malaria?
I'm telling you, baby, it's not Moines.
It can
That'll
happen
happen.
anywhere.
It can. So upon his return, when young Olive discovered her husband had been unfaithful or mysteriously gotten syphilis, but he had been unfaithful, she took an accidental overdose of pills. And it would take 2 days for her to pass away from this overdose.
Oh my God.
Her body was laid to rest in the Woodlawn Cemetery in the Bronx after a funeral service attended by friends, family, and many who performed alongside her in the Follies. So though the cast and crew at the New Amsterdam were still grieving, as they say in the business, the show must go on.
It must.
It must. And so Olive's role was replaced and the show continued. But despite having been at her graveside some weeks prior, several people in the theater claimed to have seen Olive back lurking in the halls of the New Amsterdam.
This is an absolutely top tier ghost background story.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
I
My
appreciate
husband
it.
cheats on me, gets syphilis. Now, okay, if Bill cheats on me and gets syphilis, I'm not going to kill myself. I'm going to kick him out. I'm going to live my Renaissance
You'll fuck
era.
him up first.
I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to air everything.
I'm gonna write a book.
You've been through one breakup, you can go through another. That man will have no secrets and a lot of enemies.
And you'll have a lot of billboards.
And I'll have a lot of billboards.
I don't think you have to worry about it.
No, I don't think I do either. But Olive, she made her own way, okay? So early reports described a young woman wearing a green beaded Follies like chorus girl dress.
And a backwards wig.
Yes. Honestly, that kind of looks like me in high school.
Lucky. She's adorable.
A beaded headpiece and a sash, and she was carrying a blue bottle of pills.
Oh.
And she would occasionally speak or make sounds. Again from Playbill. She appeared periodically throughout the 1920s. And then became quiet during the decades when 42nd Street went into decline and the theater was underused. However, reports began picking up again when the Disney Corporation bought the theater in the mid-1990s.
Yeah, Disney did a big sweep. I didn't even talk about this.
Yeah, I know, boo.
Lion
boo.
King, Wicked.
Ron
they're kind of
DeSantis.
fucking
Why are
with-
we booing Disney?
No, Disney's fucking with Ron DeSantis right now. We support it. We support
Yeah.
it. We support it.
The enemy of my enemy is my
Say
friend.
what you will about Disney, but anyone who fucks with Ron DeSantis, we support it.
Yeah.
1000%. But so the Disney Corporation bought a bunch of theaters on Broadway, and they bought the New Amsterdam in the mid-90s, and they began a very ambitious millions of dollars restoration. So construction workers began reporting that their off-limits work area was being invaded by a woman carrying a blue pill bottle. The reports continued after the theater reopened with King David and the Lion King in 1997 and have been continued ever since.
Cool. I have never heard of King David and the Lion King.
Well, okay.
Sounds like a weird mashup.
Whiplash.
David and the
Okay,
Lions.
but that mashup would be Chef's
Yeah.
Kiss. And awful. Okay.
It's already a
Moana
mashup in
and
the
Hamlet.
Bible.
On, what was I saying?
King David and the Lion King.
Ever since. In one report, during the renovation, the upstairs stage area was being converted into offices for the Disney co-staff. On several instances after the conversion, not conversation, I'm hammered. Folks have reported hearing the sounds of tap dancing coming from what was once the rooftop stage above their heads.
It's probably rats.
Honestly, it probably is. However, I used to work in an old theater that was a converted fire station, like an early Minneapolis, like one of the first fire stations. And the upstairs, like previous commissary area had been turned into this big rehearsal space. And I would stay late there to process like subscriber fucking
Whatever.
tickets. And I would hear shit happening up there all the fucking time.
There
and then
are rats in Minneapolis, too.
There are too, but it was like stronger footsteps than a rat.
Big rats.
Big rat kings. We'll get to it tomorrow. Ghost rats. And so I got so creeped out by this that I started bringing Callie to work with me like she would be any fucking help.
She tap dances.
She
was on the roof.
But she would just lay under my desk and not move.
Callie
the whole time.
was the sweetest, gentlest dog ever.
Best. Keyword was. For Callie!
Aw, Callie.
I miss that literal bitch. So when a female conductor joined the team on the Broadway production of Aladdin at the New Amsterdam, she wanted to make a good impression on Olive.
Was it like Aladdin Macbeth, though?
No. It was not a mashup.
Okay.
And she had done a show there before, but not as like the conductor. So she's back in the space, and she knows about Olive, and she wants things to be chill. So she's in her dressing room, and she says aloud, "Well, Olive, I'm back again. I'm a little nervous. I want to introduce myself again and ask if I could please get some good luck from you." Which you're not supposed to say good luck in front of a theater performance, but like, we won't nitpick. Some people are not true thespians, conductor. According to this woman, the bulbs in the dressing room began to flicker and stop, and she recalled that the bulbs were all brand new because she had replaced them herself.
Oh my God.
Yep. I don't know, guys.
Always talk to your ghost.
She felt like this was Olive's way of wishing her luck and nodding in approval of a female conductor taking the stage. So I'll allow it.
That night, she tripped and broke all of her
She died
limbs.
that night. Every bone in her body shattered and exploded. And Olive swooped down and ate her flesh and blood.
Yes.
But that was her way of saying break a leg.
Of saying women should never be conductors. Why would you think I would support this? You bitch. So a much more gruesome Broadway ghost resides at the Palace Theater. And he has famous friends.
Oh.
That's the Palace Theater. Opened in 1913, so 4 years, BH, before Helen. The Palace Theater had been active on Broadway for over a century. Many an actor has gotten a standing ovation at this theater, but one performer was much less fortunate than the rest. This is from theaternerds.com, my new favorite website.
Amanda's blog.
My blog. The Palace Theater staff will warn you of the tale of Luis Borsellino.
Oh, like the hat.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
In the days of vaudeville, Borsellino had a tightrope-walking act at the Palace Theater. Unfortunately, the acrobat fell to his death during one of the performances.
But he actually died of gout.
Probably. He actually died of gout years later.
Syphilis anyway.
He was moving anyway. As years passed, actors saw his ghost walking a tightrope and falling from the house left box to the mezzanine.
Oh my God.
Absolutely
Can you believe?
not.
No, I'd be like, my career's over.
I would be out of there so goddamn fast.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good
Feel sorry
fucking
for
bye.
the ghost. You just relive your worst moment over and over.
Now, this portion of the story cannot be verified, but I included it because I'm a messy bitch. It's fine. Legend has it that anyone who sees this particular ghost dies within a year.
No.
Bye, bitch.
No.
Should we send Ron DeSantis to the Palace Theater? We got you tickets. You're gonna fucking love it. The whole convention will be held at the Palace Theater next year.
Absolutely.
If you see Luis, sorry about it. Enjoy your year left to live. So there are many spirits in residence, including a cellist dressed in all white, who was last seen during a run of The Beauty and the Beast.
It was The Beauty and the Beast and Henry.
And Henry, too.
Or whatever, I can't remember.
A man in a
fudged
brown
that one.
suit who's known for haunting the offices at the theater at night. And a young boy who will play with his toy truck's yuck in the mezzanine. And possibly Judy Garland.
Minnesota's own.
who took the stage at the Palace multiple times.
Also seen with a pill bottle.
Oh.
Yeah. Several.
You know what? It's fine. She's old and super racist, so we can make fun of her pill addiction.
She's dead.
She gone.
Yep. You're talking about her daughter.
That's right. The presence of the legend herself is palpable near a door that the theater has constructed especially for her at the back of the house. Very cute.
She has her own door.
Yeah.
She's a ghost. She doesn't need a door.
Listen, let her have her fucking door.
Don't take away anything from a ghost.
She did. Yeah, you don't want to take things from a ghost, period, full stop. Even a racist ghost, you don't want to fuck with it. So I have one more ghost story to tell you today, and that is the ghost of the Belasco Theater.
What?
Did you get your butt pinched? We'll get to it.
You will tonight.
You will tonight.
And not by a ghost.
Not by me, but my mom is real antsy. Yeah, Suzanne, we're watching you, lady. Just kidding, my mom totally won't touch your butt, but if you ask her to, she will totally touch your butt.
Consent is key.
Yeah. So, this makes perfect sense because it's believed to be the spirit of one-time owner, Broadway impresario David Belasco.
Okay.
Once known as the Bishop of Broadway-ish for his oddball habit of wearing a priestly frock. Like, sir.
Ew.
Also, doesn't he kind of look like, not Greg Kinnear, but who is the smarmy lawyer in Legally Blonde? Who, like, touched Elle Wood's leg?
Yeah, not Greg Kinnear. Greg Kinnear with the pointy chin.
Right. Like for real, though, it's kind of him.
Yeah, no, that's exactly him.
Like, I will make law school so easy for you, Elle Wood.
That's exactly him.
Let me touch your knee.
Yep.
Makes me horny.
It's him in a priestly frock.
Yeah. So Belasco was one of the many theater owners / producers / playwrights / SoundCloud DJs, blah, 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 of the era who built theaters that bore their own names. So he built one that bore his name in 1907 to put up his own shows. So this was literally the SoundCloud for rich people in 1907. But he was not an overnight success. It would take decades of work as an author of dozens of works to make himself, like, actually famous. And he had some, like, pretty chill, famous operas, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to name them because this guy's a dick. So fuck this guy. So, nonetheless, Belasco loved theater so much he spent nearly every waking hour at his theater writing, managing, directing his plays, like, really going hard as a motherfucker on this shit.
Okay.
He also spent every sleeping hour there since he made his home in an apartment above the space itself on West 44th Street, and we will see the apartment, and it is the worst.
I mean, rents are really expensive,
No,
so, like...
not worth it. Not worth it. He spent so much of his life in that building, it's a small wonder that he seems to be spending the afterlife there, too. Ugh. Unlike other well-known Broadway ghosts, Belasco is known to be the most alive-looking, which really bothers me.
Oh, my God.
Like, he doesn't appear as, like, a mist or a wisp or an orb.
No, you think you're, like, talking to a dude.
Yes.
Who just happens to be in a priestly frock.
Yes.
Oh.
He takes, like, a full corporeal form.
He is not transparent.
You guys, no, it is not good, okay? And, like... apparently, he's as much of a smarmy douchebag in death as he was in life, hence asking if he, like, booty grabbed you. Almost said booby grabbed, but he was an ass man. So I want to honor his memory by knowing that he wasn't grabbing tits, he was grabbing ass, okay?
Don't get it twisted.
So shortly after his death in 1931, he began to show himself in this theater. Actors stepping out on stage reported seeing a lone, dark figure sitting in the balcony watching them intently.
Is that him?
Ew!
Bitch! He's one of you! You're looking really corporeal up in this little stand over here. Not feeling it.
A little too solid over there.
Yeah, way too solid. This ghost also had a voice. He would walk right up to actors and shake their hands, telling them that they had done a fine job at their performance.
Ew, he touched them.
Before disappearing as he walked away.
No, he walked.
I fucking can't.
And
with the walking, no.
And me as a Leo, my first thought was horror fine job.
Yeah. I was fucking amazing, you piece of shit.
He goes...
If you weren't already dead.
I only have a few notes.
Oh my God. So a woman named Melissa Errico, who played Mina in Dracula the Musical, reported that Belasco does indeed haunt the theater. She said, quote, "My dresser," and dresser being a person who dresses you backstage, not
Puts your
the
wig
thing
on
with drawers.
fucking backwards.
Puts your fucking wig on backwards. It was their fault.
Unless it's Beauty and the Beast, and then it's one and the same.
The dresser dresses the dresser.
Holy shit, because they all come to life. What?
That was a good one.
I'm on a real
She's
Disney
good.
kick with my 9-month-old. It's fine.
Good. She's good. My dresser, Kathy, saw him walk into a mirror the other day.
Ew. Wait, did he have a reflection like
I don't think so.
into
He
it?
just went right into it and he gone. She thinks he lives in the mirror in the wall outside my dressing room.
No. The mirror has to go.
One night I forgot my coat and I had turned out the lights in my room. Victim blaming, yeah, don't turn the lights off. It's a green room. Someone else can do that. There, I said it. I turned back to get my coat in the dark, and someone, possibly David,
Oh, God.
turned the small little table light on for me to see my way.
No.
It was spooky. As I opened the door to leave, I was walking out. Someone closed the door behind me. I didn't touch the door, but I watched it move.
See, this is why we can't have
Nice things.
like a paranormal running element to our podcast,
No.
because it would just be
Em and Christine can have it.
us
Fuck that.
going, meow,
No.
meow,
You shut the lights off, it's your fault.
meow.
Even if it's being helpful, like shutting the door after you.
No.
I also don't
No.
love the fact that this guy can be invisible when he wants to be. And then like fully walk and shake
Straight up.
hands when he wants to be.
No.
And grab
It's
booty.
disgusting.
You know
It's
he's being
disgusting.
invisible in that dressing room.
Yep.
Ugh.
So more than one actor filed complaints with the house manager that an old man dressed up like a priest had pinched their bottom.
Ew.
Can you imagine? Like,
Can you imagine being that house manager, being like,
it's a ghost.
it's out of my hands.
I don't know what to tell you. Every man in Hollywood is like, ghost theory work? Like, there's nothing like being essayed by a fucking ghost, because even death can't stop men from just being the worst.
Yeah, we're literally never safe. You can be alone, and a ghost will fucking assault you.
When I stayed at the Stanley Hotel, which is notoriously haunted, there was a baker ghost who pinched butts, but he like smelled like croissants, so you could tell when he was like coming.
I'd be so
I'd be
drawn
okay
in.
with it. I'd be okay with it.
I'd be like, croissant?
I'd be like, all right.
Croissants?
Yeah.
But also,
Absolutely.
I had a ghost in my room, and the ghost fully broke the window.
Yeah.
There's an episode of Spooky Little Bitch on it if you haven't
Yeah.
listened to it. But
If you're cool
when
and
we
on
checked
Patreon.
when we checked out, I gave the key to the, checkout lady, and I was like, just so you know, our window was broken, and it definitely wasn't me. It was super a ghost. And she was like,
Yeah, we got you.
She wasn't phased.
We have
She's like,
ghost
"We know."
insurance.
Yeah, as if they had ghost insurance.
It's fine. So,
Wow.
never meet a man.
No.
Even if he's already long dead, just don't meet him.
Don't do it.
He's out. He's out. So, despite the ghostly groping, actors at the Palace consider visits by Belasco to be a good omen. Don't love it, but they're going to do them. That's not my place. So maybe to counteract his creepy presence, a spirit known as the Blue Lady also moved into the space. She
I love a
appears.
blue lady.
Same. Hey. It's me. I'm the problem. I'm the blue lady. It's me. So she appears as an icy cold blue mist, same. And
Another
has been
colored
seen
mist.
in the theater stairways and dressing rooms. And there are reports of the sound of ruckus parties being held up in the Belasco apartment.
That's what was happening
Fun.
outside your hotel room last night.
No, because they were playing like We Didn't Start the Fire and fucking Journey songs at like 8:30 in the morning while also jackhammering into the street.
It's the city that never sleeps, baby.
It isn't right.
Like
It
the
isn't right.
poltergeists.
It isn't right.
The knocking ghosts. They're jackhammering.
Yeah, great. Poltergeist. I love it.
I have a theory.
So these parties are also complete with the distant sound of 1920s era music, which we will only be playing 2000s era music this evening.
Yeah.
So when you head upstairs to check on the source of the sound, the apartment is allegedly empty. It's dust undisturbed.
So nobody's up there fucking around.
And I will leave you with this absolutely terrifying clip of the old upstairs of the theater. And without any sound, you all will just like see how fucking haunted it is. Like, I can't. So go to the next one. It should just play, but if it doesn't just play, yeah. Okay, so he's walking into the apartment that looks like an old church. Also, like the three
They're disturbing the
sweetest,
dust.
just three Dumble-skeleton fucking ghost hunters up in here. I love them so much. They're like, was that electricity? And he's like, yes, it was. How did you know? Is that a safe? Yes, it was. How did you know? So this is a safe. There's a crotch.
That's a
look at
face.
the mask.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ew.
Anyway, that's my case. I will not explain the mask.
Wow. Well done. Everybody make some poltergeist knocking noises.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
We did it.
We did it. We almost didn't make
Wow.
it. And on that note, thank you all for coming out today. We had so much fun.
Thanks for listening to Wine and Crime. Our cover art is by Kala Yip. Music by Phil Young and Corey Wendell. Editing by Jonathan Camp. Check out our website and blog at wineandcrimepodcast.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wine and Crime Pod. If you have questions, answers, or recommendations to share, email us at wineandcrimepodcast@gmail.com. Episodes are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, basically wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And if you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. It is the best way to spread the word. If you'd like to show your support, visit our Patreon page to keep this podcast and the wine flowing. Cheers!